let's start. Hi everyone, it's me, and today let's watch this video and comment together. Thank you so much. Comment, get it, comment.
Have you ever considered why you're here? Why you're watching this video among the millions of others churning across the internet? Did you, by your own free will, choose to click? Or was it an algorithm spooning it to you, convincing you that you had a choice? A manipulation, giving you the illusion of control? Would you know? Could you tell the difference? Where does free will end and the invisible hand begin? Ask yourself, who chose this? You or them?
Like if you're watching
Asking for like thumbs up
Soon.
Hello Internet, welcome to Film Theory.
Hello Internet, welcome to Film Theory. Hello.
Show where today it's time to make OWO the commenter into OWO the commented on.
Hi, yes, hello, head editor Dan here. As you could tell, Matt doesn't know how to say OWO. So on behalf of Matt and all of Team Theorist, I apologize for Matt's dadness. Okay, back to the theory.
Now,
Yeah, Mad Pat, Dad Pat. Oh wow.
for anyone who's taken a look down in the
whoa.
comments section of our videos over the last couple months, chances are you already know just how often you can find the account OWO.
Oh
Heck,
whoa.
they've been commenting on a bunch of game theory videos starting back on April 17th this year, at least as far as I can tell. And that's great. Thank you, OWO. In fact, thank you to everyone down there who comments each and every week. And
Oh whoa.
I know it's kind of a thing that YouTubers don't like reading their comments, and yeah, I went through that phase too, where it was kind of a scary place to be, but now, I don't know, things have changed for me. Maybe I'm just more confident now, maybe it's that the comments have gotten nicer, but overall, it's just really great getting to see what your thoughts are. In fact,
More positivity, more wholesomeness. Thank you so much for being so creative and so understanding, inclusive, welcoming. You're so nice.
some of our best episode suggestions these days come from the comments, and I've been trying to make more theories with you commenters in mind. Like over on Food Theory, where we're testing out your burger recipes supplied to us via the Reddit and the comments. So if you ever want to say anything, long or short, smart or dumb, whatever, just drop us a line down there. We do read them. And to the theorist out there typing an ironic comment about how you doubt I'll read yours, I have read it. Your username is very funny. Thank you very much. But OWO was a commenter who caught my attention, not just because they have highly liked comments on a lot of our videos, but because they aren't just commenting on our videos. OWO seems to be everywhere. You can find them having top comments on videos from Markiplier,
Hi
Dan
Markiplier.
TDM, Technoblade, tons of others, video after video, and they don't stop there. We found OWO had left comments on channels with just 8 subs, Starlight Shiner, who made a fun little video to let us know that OWO is a friend. At first, I thought the account must just be a bot spamming the comment section of popular YouTube videos for attention, but the content of their comments suggests that they're actually watching the videos, not just pulling from the titles and descriptions, something a bot just wouldn't be capable of. So it's a person who comments a lot on YouTube. What's the big deal? Why am I dedicating a full video, let alone a full theory video, to one random commenter in the sea of millions of YouTube viewers out there?
One random commenter. A bit coincidence sus. Anyways, let's continue.
Well, it's because OWO isn't everything they seem to be.
Oh whoa.
They're not just a funny and omnipresent commenter across the platform. Go to their channel and you immediately discover something much more sinister going on. Hidden in their content is an ARG that involves a mysterious government agency, glitchy tapes with hidden messages, something dark that lurks in the shadows, and a not-so-subtle message from the channel's creator that all these videos connect to something much, much larger. Oh,
Alright, stop for a moment first. That's escalated quickly. Let's keep it wholesome and family friendly. Thank you so much.
OWO is the sort of mystery most of you in the comments section have overlooked because it's hiding in the best place among you, in plain sight amidst a sea of other anonymous commenters.
Oh, I knew it. The SARS was among us. I'm sorry.
So today we're gonna start to crack open what that mystery seems to be and reveal to you the entity that you've unknowingly been sharing the comment section with this entire time. Let's start where my journey began, the OWO channel itself. As I mentioned before, what initially sent me down this path was seeing OWO appear in video after video after video on our channel, top comment after top comment. At a certain point I was like, hey, gotta go check this person out. And immediately I was taken aback. 188,000 total subscribers with only 3 videos? Now I'm intrigued intrigued. I mean, that is fantastic performance, which means that those videos must be pretty darn good, right? Well, what hid in that 4 minutes and 32 seconds of content was not what I expected. The first video, Soon, is pretty basic, acting as our introduction to the series and OWO the character. We're presented with an explicit warning about OWO, claiming that they haunt, quote, the comment section all over the platform, and if we see them, don't encounter it as it's absolutely everywhere. The camera zooms out from a stock 1970s TV and we cut to a view from behind it, as a door opens and OWO walks in. He turns the TV off and rests his head against it like he's exhausted, looks up and notices a camera with a note that reads as follows. Dear OWO, please, for the sake of your family, please upload a video. Like, it has been 100 years. Just back to us, please. Sincerely, some Pete. Just before the video ends, we see a flash of the word soon. Now, this at first seems like it would just be a simple subscriber update style video, a creator teasing to the audience that an upload is coming in the near future, but there's actually a lot of information that we can immediately pull from this. First, the warning at the beginning calls OWO an it, giving us the sense that this isn't a person, or
So a lot of different Easter eggs.
or at least not a person in the
Hidden
traditional
Easter
sense.
eggs.
Secondly, the note says for the sake of your family, which means that OWO has been separated from its loved ones in some way, and maybe they're looking for a sign that OWO is safe. Maybe OWO has been captured, or maybe is in hiding in some way. The next reference to 100 years also tells us that wherever OWO is, they've been gone for a long time. And lastly, we can narrow down when the video was recorded based on the model of the camera, a Canon EOS 1500D. This camera was unveiled on February 25th, 2018, so the video must have been recorded sometime after that date. The second video, Cookie, released 5 months later, again starts with a warning. Warning, the following animation you're about to watch contains disturbing images not suitable for the viewer. This footage is heavily protected by the agency as it's used for information purposes only. Viewer
Agency are spelled wrongly.
discretion advised. After some flashing, which some have guessed is Morse code, but when we tested didn't seem to spell anything, we get more glitchy text and learn that this is file number 2, titled Beginning. Smaller text at the bottom reads Privacy Act of 1974. If you look carefully, you can see OWO's silhouette flash behind the glitchy text in this moment. So all of this seems to support those clues from the first video. The references to a mysterious agency, the Privacy Act, the explicit warnings put in front of the video. It seems like these are videos that are government owned, that OWO may have been captured by some secret agency where it's been imprisoned for a long time, maybe as the subject of some tests. And now the videos are being released to the public. If we keep watching, we start to get some answers. During the video, OWO claims that someone is looking for them,
I can't introduce myself yet because they're looking for me.
which means that the video was released before OWO was captured. And they can't tell us who they are, but give us a symbol to remember their presence. What could it be? Some creepy
Wait a moment first.
SCP logo, satanic imagery, a coded maze? Nope, OWO gives us a cookie, saying that
Whenever you think of this, I'm still around, live and well.
that is not what I expected. You have this dark noir setting with creepy glitches, and you give us a cookie? At least it's chocolate chip and not some reject cookie like Snickerdoodle. Anyway, the video ends with someone breaking into OWO's location. We get some final flashes and the messages. The video will end shortly. Help me please, I'll be back. In the final video, 100K, released April 17th, 2021, OWO gets a letter from an anonymous person congratulating them for hitting 100K subs. OWO calls out that the number reads like look. After some more static and glitching, we see that this video is file 6, titled Strange Milestone. The file naming seems to be setting up a timeline of events, so far with only files 2 and 6 revealed. A timer shows up on the screen and OWO fades in as a creepy face looms behind him. After celebrating his milestone achievement, OWO realizes that the whole thing has been a trap, but it's too late. The timer hits 60 seconds, the screen flashes, revealing the creepy face with the message, I found you, and the video abruptly ends. Putting all the clues across all 3 videos together, it seems that OWO is an entity that was hunted and captured by a government agency after making a mistake and recording a video for longer than 60 seconds. Except we're clearly missing something that's critical to the story. Why? Why OWO? Who, or maybe better, what is OWO to make it such a hunted entity? Well, with a name like the Commenter, you'd expect that their comments are a large part of what we need to analyze to try and solve things. And from looking through the comments, we can actually learn a bunch of things about OWO. The oldest comment that we could find was on the Unspeakable Gaming channel back on October 25th, 2019. But since OWO officially joined YouTube on May 1st, 2019, there may be some others that predate that one that we weren't able to find. We also know that OWO's birthday is on May 18th, important to note since that's the record date hinted at in the second video, that they grew up addicted to cartoons, that they're a cat person and that at some point OWO's father left. But that is a small percentage of their online comments. If lore is truly hiding in the place OWO is most known, I have to get to work. Especially when you take into account the fact that according to an interview with OWO on the subreddit Find OWO, they spend anywhere between 6 and 12 hours a day commenting on videos. Assuming that OWO moves slowly and watches each video in its entirety, that would average one video every, say, 11.7 minutes. Giving them the generous estimate of 2 minutes to type a comment, OWO could be leaving nearly 53 comments over a 12-hour day on the low end. With his account active for 817 days as of writing the script, they may have left in the range of 43,301 comments. Oh my god, what have I done? Is what I would be saying had it not been for OWO actually posting on Reddit that, quote, commenting has nothing to do with the ARG at all.
Oh!
This also apparently applies to OWO's second channel as well, Dark Revolution, which is, quote again, just a channel to post fun content in. It has no relation to anything with the ARG, which means I don't have to go through 40,000 comments or an additional channel's worth of videos to solve this thing. Looks like Christmas came early for old MatPat this year. So with no other videos, our last source of information is from OWO's community section. There are 9 total posts here. Some are OWO seemingly messing around, but there are also 2 previews of videos coming down the road with hints to the ARG. They both have one thing in common, the reappearance of that creepy face. In one, the face is inside a TV behind a silhouetted man in a suit, possibly hinting that the creepy face is behind the government who's controlling what we see. The second has the creepy face on a billboard behind the word message, which again could be taken as the creepy face literally being in control over the media, or the imagery that we see in the world around us. So okay, OWO seems to be being hunted and tested on by a government agency that can seemingly control the media. So again, what is OWO and why does it matter? Well, dear theorists, get your Pepe Sylvia boards out and strap in. We're about
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's go.
to sail dangerously close to 10-foot tall Wario territory. I believe
Oh gosh! Oh my god! I remember the mistake that my pet made. Wario is not 10 feet tall.
that OWO is a meme that has come to life. Now, this seems insane with so little information to go on, but hear me out here. There has to be a reason for the agency to need OWO, an agency that, again, based on the community posts, seems to be able to control and manipulate the media. Well, OWO must be able to do or be able to offer this agency something that they don't currently have, which had me coming back to the first warning on the first video. Warning, this message is about a mysterious person who haunts the comment sections all over the platform. If you see a humanoid figure, please don't encounter it as it's absolutely everywhere. Well, what relates to the media, spreads like a virus, and can change the way that people think? Memes. In fact, when the word and concept of a meme was first proposed back in 1976, it was literally compared to a parasite for the brain.
Fun fact, my friends call it Mimi, so Mimi.
To quote from evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins in his book The Selfish Gene from 1976, quote, when you plant a fertile meme in the mind, you literally parasitize my brain, turning it into a vehicle for the meme's propagation, in just the way that a virus might parasitize the genetic mechanism of a host cell. What if OWO the commenter is the original concept of a meme, come to life and embodied in one single humanoid entity? If the agency knows that OWO is some kind of ultimate meme, then trying to limit OWO's power by warning people to avoid contact with it makes absolute sense. I mean, across the last few presidential elections, we've seen the power that memes can wield. So to a government, they could be seen as a threat. Capturing OWO suddenly makes sense, as the ability to control an entity with the potential to influence human behavior and cultural evolution would give them incredible levels of power, or they could just keep that power from others. OWO's very first action in this series is to rest his head against a television intended to be from the 1970s, the same decade that Dawkins published The Selfish Gene. That could absolutely be a coincidence, but when you Google image search for 1976 vintage TV, the same TV used in OWO's video shows up right near the top of the search results. For sure, it is absolutely a stretch, but it's also an ARG, so it's not wrong to consider anything a possible clue. But the biggest hint to me goes back to the cookie from the second video. Like, why a cookie? It makes no sense. Is it meant to be like lol random funny? Or maybe the cookie isn't a cookie. Consider this, if OWO is some kind of internet-based entity come to life, it wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that the cookie is a computer cookie. For anyone that doesn't know, a computer cookie, or an HTTP cookie, is a small block of data placed on your computer by a website. At their most benign, they're used to track your internet activities. At their worst, well, let me tell you a story. Back in 2005, a hack...
Alright, stop for a moment first. So let's go. Story time!
named Sammy Kamkar, alias JS Space Hero, created a
Alright, so hello JS Space Hero. Hi.
computer worm on MySpace, which, for all of you youngins, was the older, even less cool version of Facebook. Anyway, Sammy's worm was intended as a prank, and it made it so anyone who visited his page would automatically add him as a friend, and their profile would then display the message, but most of all, Sammy is my hero. It also added that code to any infected profile. Within 20 hours, Sammy's message was on over 1 million profiles, making it the single fastest spreading virus of all time. His message, not unlike OWO, seemed to be everywhere. But Sammy's love of computers didn't end after he created the single fastest spreading virus of all time. Among a ton of other interesting projects, he created something known as the Ever Cookie. Ever Cookie is a cookie that identifies and reproduces itself intentionally when it's deleted. This ability to respawn is so good that in 2013, when Edward Snowden released top secret NSA documents, we learned that they had been using Ever Cookie to track users. Now, do I think that OWO and its cookie symbol are based on the story of a single hacker who happened to create something co-opted by a US government agency for its own use? No, but the general idea of it all fits. An entity that spreads virality and can't be deleted, represented by a cookie. One that is used for near omniscient tracking abilities. One that was used by shadowy government agencies. The similarities between these stories do seem to be very interesting. So, is that it? Is OWO really just a living embodiment of a meme, captured by a government agency attempting to gain more power and influence with plans to ultimately control culture and society as a whole? Looks like we'll have to wait for a few more pieces to put the puzzle together. And I guarantee someone will be watching us from the shadows and from the comments. I'll see you down below, OWO. Make sure the rest of you down there say hi to him. We don't want to be impolite. And most importantly of all, remember, it's all just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
Hi, it's me again. Back for the end card. Thank you so much for watching. You can click on this here. That'll take you somewhere, and you can click here. That'll take you somewhere. I don't know where. I'm sure it'll be exciting. You don't need to sit and wait for me. I'll see you there.
I will sit and wait.
Leave.
Alright, the video ended and then. Alright, anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video together with me. I hope you find this video very interesting and just quite unique to watch, isn't it? If you do like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and comment down below if you have anything to share about us. Don't forget to follow my channel. I sincerely appreciate all the support and encouragement for my work. It's very motivating, I believe, to see all your positive, wholesome messages and comments. Thanks so much. Thank you. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you. Subscribe.